So I'm not clued up on what the doctors are telling females what to do for premenopause and menopause. All I hear are from my clients what's going on, and from what I also hear in the media, it's just all, we need to look at estrogen levels because estrogen is declining, and there doesn't seem to be much mention of progesterone, and it is progesterone that is the one that is declining, along with testosterone, along with thyroid, and our estrogen is actually getting higher because of xenoestrogens. And the only way we can combat that is through dietary changes, through liver cleansing, through healing the gut, doing lots of gut work as well. And then there are supplements to take as well. So progesterone is our beauty hormone. It is the hormone that is known for anti-aging and helping us fight off illnesses, chronic infections, as well as osteoporosis. Osteoporosis, as well as joint pain, arthritis, etc. There's loads of things that progesterone is there for. And it's declining in females so much. And during premenopause, basically estrogen and progesterone are having this disagreement with one another, but it's estrogen that is taken over and progesterone is getting lower and lower, and this is where the symptoms come from. It's because of the lack of progesterone in the body. So in my online hormone course, I will be teaching you the natural ways to boost progesterone. There's lots of things we can do and to eliminate the symptoms and get this progesterone higher. So we really have to get progesterone working for us. And many women who are struggling to conceive, it's because you don't have enough progesterone. It's the progesterone that helps with pregnancy. It's the pregnancy hormone. It's also the calming hormone. So if you're feeling anxiety and angry and irritable, it's because estrogen is too high and you don't have enough progesterone. So I'm going to be teaching you in my course what foods to eat. It's also, you can find them in my recipe book, Health Empowerment. They are in there as well. I keep saying nudge, nudge, wink, wink. It's in the recipe book if you follow it properly. And the supplements to take, as well as doing, of course, stress management, because progesterone can turn into cortisol. And what do most of us have today? We are all full of stress. We are all running around on our sympathetic nervous system, and this is where progesterone is we're losing it as well, guys. So doing things like yoga, meditation and breath work and anything that's calming, grounding yourself in nature, anything you can do to switch off cortisol. There are supplements you can take as well, which are in my books, and it will be in my course, more details, so that you feel like I know what I'm doing, because sometimes so let's take the focus away from estrogen and think about your progesterone levels, your testosterone levels, and what your thyroid is doing too, along with that cortisol. Estrogen is turning bad as we get older because of these xenoestrogens. There is way too much, and if we're not eating the right foods to eliminate our bad estrogen, then it can really turn bad for us, and this is where cancer begins to develop. We have to focus on getting rid of these bad estrogens out of our body. And how we do that is by looking after our liver health and also looking after our fiber intake. So we have to eat fiber to eliminate the rubbish out of our bowels. And fiber comes in soluble, comes in insoluble. But I'll give you 2 tips today for the good fibers to remove the estrogen. And it is things like eating raw carrots and also apples. Apples also help to draw bad estrogen out of you. Fiber. It's that hard fiber that you want to remove things like bad estrogen out of your body, and you have to have these regularly so you don't get that backup of bad estrogen circulating through you, because when you do have too much of that bad estrogen, that's where you get your symptoms, guys. That's where you get your PMS. That's where you get your PMDD. It's all about progesterone. You've got to get that progesterone higher so that you don't have these awful symptoms. And looking at your thyroid, because your thyroid could be causing the brain fog. It's nothing to do with estrogen. So we've got to stop blaming it all the time on it's estrogen that's too low. It's estrogen that's too low. Your estrogen probably isn't too low, because have you been tested? Have you been tested to check that estrogen is too low? And that's not being checked, because I know, because my clients are not being checked. They're just being given HRT and they've not been able to take it because the estrogen was too high, and they develop symptoms of cysts. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. My name is Holistic Dani Gut Health, otherwise known as Dani Jackson. I am a holistic nutritionist. I have 3 books that you can read about on gut health and how to reverse chronic illnesses and other problems naturally via natural medicine. And I'm also writing currently an online hormone course to empower women to stop their menopause and premenopausal symptoms naturally via good sources of diet and supplements, gut healing, liver cleansing, lymphatic health, the whole works, because there is so much that we can actually do for ourselves alternatively to stop the symptoms. So follow along with me if you're interested in learning more. And you will find me at my website, DannyJacksonHealthEmpowerment.com, and you will have access to my books there, as well as my Amazon shop. I sell stuff over there as well. So take care.